Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you, Montreal, so much for coming to the show. Give it up for the band playing for you tonight. That's a song I'll have stuck in my head never. Just to put you guys at ease, this is not the worst show I've ever done. That would have been about 6 months ago. I performed at San Quentin State Penitentiary in America. In America, prisons are different than they are in Canada in that we have way more of them and we put everyone in them. But San Quentin is just for murderers, basically. You might be wondering, Anthony, how did you get in that situation? Well, I drink. And I'm friends with a lot of musicians. So I'm doing a show and afterwards I'm drinking with a band called Queens of the Stone Age. Very famous, yes. One of the best rock bands of all time. And I'm talking about their tour and they say, oh, we're almost done. We just got to do a couple more shows and then we're going and doing one show at San Quentin State Penitentiary. And I'm just drunk enough to say, do you need an opener? And like, yeah, that would be great. Please come and do the show with us. I'm very excited. A couple weeks later, they get back to me. They say, Anthony, the prison has approved you to open for us, which I could not believe. And then I get a list of the rules of what I'm not allowed to talk about on stage at San Quentin. And it says no swearing, no religion, no sex, no controversy, nothing that will rile up the inmates. Basically, it's my set list with the word no written in front of everything. So I call the band and I say, guys, I don't think I can do this. I can't follow these rules. I literally cannot follow these rules. And they say, it doesn't matter, Anthony. Whatever you do is cool with us. If you go on stage and they cut your mic immediately, that's even better. That's even cooler. We think it's a good story. That's all I needed to hear. So I fly over to the prison with the band. We drive into the prison. We get out. And again, everyone is a murderer. And it's not a prison like everyone's behind bars. It's like a college campus where murderers are just walking around freely as if they have somewhere to be. I'm trying not to pay any attention. I'm just hanging with the band back in the corner. It's about 10 minutes before showtime. And all of a sudden I look up and there's 4 guys surrounding me holding shotguns. They work there. But they're looking at me like I'm about to try to escape. And then another guy walks up and gets right in front of me and goes, Anthony, I'm the warden here at San Quentin State Penitentiary. And I say, nice to meet you. He doesn't look like it's nice to meet me. He says, Anthony, music is one thing, but comedy with prisoners like this, I don't know. We just watched some of your stuff on YouTube. It's offensive, which is what makes it funny. You're my favorite comedian. But with these guys, I don't know, it could go sideways. And I realize he's trying to get me to step down. To say, I'm not going to perform if it's going to be a problem, which would have been fine a couple hours before I got in a fucking flight. So I say, warden, listen, I've had things go sideways all the time. Not a problem for me. What do you want me to do? You want me to do less time? What should I not talk about? And he goes, I just don't know. I don't know that stuff on YouTube. And I feel like, you know what? I'm a professional comedian. I can diffuse this with my sense of humor. So I say, warden, if the problem is the stuff you saw on YouTube, don't worry. This is going to be all new material. They don't laugh at all. One of the guys cocks his shotgun. So the warden says, all right, let me give you a tour. Let me walk you around. And this beautiful 27-year-old redhead girl comes and joins us on the tour. The warden turns to us proudly and says, "This is my daughter. This place is so safe because of me, I can bring my daughter to come watch the show." I'm thinking, you can bring your daughter, but I can't tell a joke? So I pull the warden aside and I say, "Listen, the show starts in 5 minutes. Let me be a part of this evening. Let me just go on stage and introduce the band, and then I'll leave." The warden shakes my hand and says, "Thank you, I'd appreciate it. Keep in mind, that is not what I am going to do." So the show's about to start. I'm standing in the wings with the band, and the band's trying to reassure me. They're like, "Anthony, don't worry. Do whatever you want. We're cool." Okay. This old lady gets on stage. She works for the prison. And she says, "I want to thank everyone. I want to thank the crew for putting this together. And now," she turns and looks me right in the eyes, says, "and now, a very nice young man, Anthony." Now, I don't know if you've ever performed in a prison before, but that is the worst way you can be introduced. I walk onto the stage with 200 murderers whistling at me. I take the microphone and I say, "Listen, my name is Anthony Jeselnik. I've been doing this for 17 years. I'm a famous comedian. So if you haven't heard of me, you must have done something pretty fucked up." The place goes crazy. That's exactly the joke they wanted to hear. My mic gets cut off immediately. I drop the mic to the ground. I'm about to introduce the band. And then I look out into the audience and I see the warden standing in the back with his arms crossed and his daughter standing next to him. And I can't resist. So I say, "And I want to thank the warden for bringing us his daughter." At this point, you could hear a pin drop. Even the prisoners are like, "We killed the guy, but we're not crazy. Thank God he's leaving after this." I introduce the band. The band walks on stage like, "We should not have told you to do whatever you want." They go up, they start playing, they're amazing. Someone taps me in the shoulder. I turn around, they go, "Anthony, the warden wants to know if you'd like to go watch the show with him." I'm not falling for that. I say, "I'm good right here." The show ends, the band gets off stage. They go, "Let's get the hell out of here right now." I agree. We go to run into the van, and someone grabs my arm. I turn around, and it's the warden. He's very seriously, he goes, "Anthony, I just want to say that next time you come to town, my wife and I are going to have to come out and see you." And I said, "Warden, the next time you see me, I'll be humiliating you on television."